We've got baseball for you from Guaranteed Rate Field on the south side of Chicago. Tonight, a matchup of teams at opposite ends of the division between the Minnesota Twins and the Chicago White Sox. Luis Robert, the American League's batting leader, steps into the box. Coming up next. Lance Lynn is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Southsiders. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Lance Lynn is a strike-throwing machine, not an overpowering guy. He's 92 to 95 miles an hour. He's going to throw anywhere between 60 to 70% fastballs. Does have the slider and does use his changeup. He's primarily a fastball type pitcher. If he has that good breaking ball, he's really tough.
And guys, you take a look at the White Sox entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team is starting to really come together. They won last night. They're playing really nice. I expect much more of the same today.
Temperature here at game time, a comfortable 75 degrees tonight. Fouled away. The next 1-2 pitch. Pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, no doubt. I'm here to watch the dynamic play of Byron Buxton. This guy's hitting over 450 his last 10 games. He's the guy I'm watching, but not only in this game. I watched him in batting practice too, and he was hammering the ball. When you get on a kind of a roll like he is right now, his confidence is soaring, and right now he's seeing the ball great.
Batting third, the center fielder, number 25, Byron.
First delivery to him on the way.
Oh, that's out.
So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, Dero, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Fouled straight back. Fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down go the Twins in order. Nothing for the Twins in their first try. White Sox coming to bat. More after this on MLB Network. Simon Richardson, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy's one of the better pitchers in the league, and one stat that jumps out, take a look at that strikeout to walk ratio. That's about as good as it gets. And look for him to dominate in this one.
And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, they're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this team's in the grind part of their schedule right now. Just had a short homestand, able to say hello to the family, kiss the wife, tuck the kids in at night, and they're back on the road again. This should be interesting.
The designated hitter,
energy this team plays.
Michael A. Taylor.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that misses for ball one. Taylor is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. It used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage. But of course, these days, there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field. And in this case, he shines in many ways. Stepping up now, Robert. He got off to a really hot start this year and currently leads the American League in batting average over the first half of the campaign.
Yeah, there's probably a handful of guys that get to enjoy the All-Star break the way he did. He was swinging such a hot bat that first half to find himself in first place in batting average. What a great start to the second half.
Time now to check the starting lineup card for the Chi Sox in this one. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
You know, Matt, I'm hoping to see Jonathan Lucroy get a goal. Look, he's coming off a month where he hit under 200. That's under the Mendoza line, which is like almost unheard of.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Inning in the books tonight, still scoreless here on MLB Network. Standing in, Sean Abradamovich. He'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters. Sliding into the box, Shorty Holt, first at bat for him in this one. He was 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night. First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. Fastball, whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Wow, fastball up and in. I'm not sure it was intended to be that far up and that far in, but message sent. Beware.
2-2 the count. 2-2. Hit hard towards center. And he gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
I mean, that has to frustrate the guy on the mound right there. You get him down 0-2, no put away pitch. Works the count back to neutral. He's able to mix him a base hit.
Stepping in now, Alex Healy. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And he fouls this one off. Chased it in the dirt. They'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
That is the catcher. Dan
Riding in, Dan Robinson. We take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. And he takes ball one. Ready with the 1-0. Break out the tip measure. That one is long gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now. And the Twins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, when it left its bat, I didn't think it had the height to even clear the fence. Shows you how much I know. That thing was a laser shot that just kept going and going and going. Wow, that was impressive.
Into the box now, Royce Lewis. He'll take a look at ball one. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. A 1-0 delivery. That's inside. 2-0.
Wow, it just doesn't seem like he's being as aggressive as he was before he gave up that home run. Was throwing the ball great. Now it seems like he's a little bit more tentative throwing the ball across the plate.
Fouled off. Ready to deal. Here's the 2-1. And it's fouled away. 2 out, nobody on. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And that's in there. Base hit.
Batting ninth.
So striding in, Ryan Jeffries. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. From the stretch. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Lewis is off at first with 2 away. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Yeah, and they set him up with that curveball on the pitch before, and that one, they just blew right by it.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
In now, Darren Obradovich. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch.
I got a ball,
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
Well, he's been laboring a bit through these first 2 innings of work. That's 37 pitches, and ideally he'd be closer to 27 instead.
Fouled away. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. 2 down, runners at first and second. In the air now, out to right field. On the run is Williams. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Now batting.
Really unfortunate there. Obviously, the runner at second base was going to score easily, but it's possible they could have waved the runner around from first as well. We'll never know, though, as he's forced to hold the runner at third because of the ground rule double.
Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Robert is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. On to the bottom of inning number 2.
Leading off for the White Sox.
Here's the first offering.
The first baseman.
There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball 1.
Love jumping out to an early 3-0 lead, but this game is far from over. A lot of innings left to be played. He's going to have to continue to execute out on that mound.
Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
Dan, after that base hit right there, we're talking about 2 full weeks of finding a way to be productive and get it out.
Think about that. You think how hard it is to get a base hit in a
high fly ball out to deep right field. And that, the track, the wall, out of here, into the visitor's bullpen. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 11 for him on the season. The White Sox have cut the deficit to 3-2 now.
That ball right there was right up in the happy zone. It doesn't take much to drive one out of the ballpark when you connect on a high pitch like that. The batsman carried that one right up.
In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Inside, ball on the plate for a ball 1-0. The average is at 308 entering play. Still without a home run and with just a lone RBI.
No strike.
And that one misses upstairs, 2-0. The 2-0. And he fouls this one off. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. Oh, he can't pick it up cleanly. And the throw is too late as he can't recover in time.
Batting it. That shortstop, number 21.
So digging in now, number 21. The average for him entering play sits down in the 250s. First pitch fastball in there for a called strike. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Lucroy on at first, nobody out. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. But this will land untouched. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And diving into the numbers on this team, the one thing that jumps off the page is the fact that these guys can flat play.
Oh, that's off
the highest fielding percentage in the league. Something to focus on today when you're watching this.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation. 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
A slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. In the air to straightaway center field. Buxton is after it, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out. Back to the top of the order now. And up next, the exciting left-handed bat of Andrew Benintendi. No balls and 1 strike. 2 out with a man at first. 0-2 the count to Benintendi.
0-2.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that.
This one's flared toward left center. In there, a base hit.
The batter, number 6.
So stepping in, Michael Taylor. And he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the
outfield. Off the plate, ball 1.
Just off the outside, and it's 1-0. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
2 balls and a strike now. Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. Throw to first in time. And the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. I have to imagine there's a full moon tonight, judging by this bunch. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, and Dan Plesac back with you as Byron Buxton readies to lead off the inning. Now here it comes. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Looking at his career totals, Buxton is a batting line residing in the 230s.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average jumps off at the page, but this guy can help the roster in a lot of different ways. He brings value to the manager on a daily basis.
And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps it out of the bag towards the out. The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Sean Obradovich. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. And on 0-2, misses with a fastball.
Boy, it's hard to sit on an 0-2 fastball. I think that pitch just locked him up a bit. But lucky for him, it was just a little out of the zone.
Count even at 2-2. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
And the throw was a high one, but he's able to keep a foot tethered on the bag.
Shorty.
At the plate, Shorty Holt. He singled his last time. Curveball. This is in the dirt for ball 1. Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. Takes this the other way to right. Williams is there, and he'll make the catch to retire. Ready for another chance? Luis Robert 0 for 1 here in the early going.
The center fielder.
Bullet back up the middle. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting. The second baseman.
Now in the box, Brendan Drury. Pitch on the way. Strike taken as the curveball drops into the bottom part of the zone. Fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit out towards second. To his left, Obradovich. On the first, and very quickly, 2 are gone here in the home third.
Up next to Chicago.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andrew Vaughn. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. He's got to be more disciplined here. It's 0-2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He was pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2. Sliced hard on the ground. Oh, this time the first is right by him into right.
He's good.
It's a multi-hit game for him as that ball finds a crease into right field.
The right fielder.
Look at the White Sox leaders in that category. He currently sits 30 in the team. He's set. Here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Ball 1-0.
As a hitter right here, you have to tell yourself, I can't get too big. Don't let the moment get away from you. A nice bullet in the gap gets the job done in this situation.
2-0 now. Here he comes on 2-0. A big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Vaughn, the runner at first with 2 gone. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Shin high fastball that time, ball 3.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
Well, this is right to him in left as he hardly has to move as he handles it for the final out. A man left. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Step. In Alex Healy.
The first baseman, Alex Healy.
First pitch on its way.
D-Rod.
Close on that swing. No balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
Rounded to the right. This will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Matty, that's a surprising pitch right there. I don't understand after blowing a fastball by him. His speed is bad.
Redemption after being late, right on time with the off-speed pitch next. Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Pitch out.
2-0.
Nothing doing. Two-0 count. The pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Robert giving chase. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. The next twin up is Lewis.
The third baseman, Lewis.
First offering on its way. And it's fouled away. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Hit in the air down the right field line. And no one will track it down. We're in the 4th. 3-2 is our score. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out. Digging in, now Ryan Jeffries.
Designated hitter, Ryan Jeffries.
Set and the pitch. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Runner on first with 2 away. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Count remains at 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him. Lively fastball that. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they pushed across so far is just the beginning. Given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
D-Rod.
Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there.
The
best ones have that late action that just starts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Number 21 stands in as he looks at a called strike. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Counts a ball and 2 strikes to the White Sox shortstop. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Count remains 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch.
3 balls,
And he
2
misses
strikes.
this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2. Swing and a liner. Foul. The next 3-2. He
That pitch
loses
is in.
him on
Ball
ball
4.
4. So coming to the plate, Miguel.
Now batting.
He flew
Third
out in
baseman.
his last at bat.
Miguel.
Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike 1.
That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though. That fastball that's high in the zone.
Behind 0-2 now. The 0-2 home.
Nope.
There's a fastball
That's
well
count
off the
1 and
plate
2.
for a ball. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
2-2.
Ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Now batting. Left fielder.
Left-handed hitting
Andrew
Andrew Benintendi stands in.
Benintendi.
2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
1-0.
Fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Two runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox.
Yeah.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and foul, though it had the home run distance.
Ball.
Lays off 2-2 now.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches.
Count it 3-2.
They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that can throw towards home plate.
Oh.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. White Sox leave 1. They trail 3-2. Digging in and looking for more,
Leading off the
Darren
Minnesota,
Obradovich.
the shortstop.
He'll try to follow up the
Darren
double in his last at-bat with another
Obradovich.
big hit right here. No balls and a strike to count. The windup and the 0-1. Maybe
Nope.
trying to back
That's
him up a
inside.
bit there with the fastball. Hit on the ground out to short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter. Number
Digging
21.
in now, number 21. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch coming, here it is.
That's a
They'll
ball.
try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Two and 0 for the Twins left fielder. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Benintendi. Play, and there are 2 gone now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the speedy outfielder Byron Buxton. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Whoa,
Way
that's
inside
inside.
with that one. A pretty easy take there. And he fouls this one off. Smoke for third. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, that pitch was nasty right there. He couldn't have done any more with that.
Up
For
next
him
for
to get a
Minnesota.
knock on this pitch
The
right
second
here,
baseman.
pretty special.
Obradovich.
Into the box, Sean Obradovic. Fouled off. Facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Obradovic is a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
And a pitch out,
Look out,
up and
21.
doing, and that's ball one. Fifth inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. There goes Buxton. Pitch swung out and missed the throw. Not in time. It's in there at second. Well, that stolen base was about as bang as they come, and his show track demonstrates to us right here it was his top speed that really made all the difference. He definitely got wheels, and they were on display there. 1-2 pitch is a bit high, and he's back to even at 2-2. And it's fouled away. Lofted in the air out toward right center. And the stolen base winds up as a moot point. Driving forward now is the DA. Michael Taylor, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. That ball is a good spot with rule the ball 1-0. Hard on the ground for short. Played on the backhand. And there's one away.
Up next to the right side.
Settling in now.
Louis.
First pitch on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that game. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Oh, and he misses it.
Hey, there's another base knock right there.
The batter,
Hitting streak now
number 7.
up to 8
Second
games.
baseman.
No doubt about it. Well, 8
Brandon
games.
Drury.
Think about it a little bit. Get past that week, you just know you're weak.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch.
That's a ball.
He couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. And gets him swinging. 2 gone. In now, Andrew,
The first baseman.
runner in scoring
12.
position with 2 gone.
Andrew.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Slider, good 2-strike pitch, but it misses 1-2. Robert at second with 2 down. To third. And the throw is high, but they just do get him by a step. Riding in once again, Shorty.
Leading off to the Twins, the right fielder, Shorty.
Here comes the first pitch. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. Some action now in the White Sox bullpen. They'll stand up a lefty and a right-hander to throw. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Two and one.
2-1.
Now a curveball here, nowhere close. That's in the dirt. It's 3-1.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
3-2, full count. No walks so far. Here's the 3-2. Fouled away. Another payoff pitch. And he fouls this one off.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Again, another foul ball. Fouled off.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Payoff pitch one more time. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th. So now the White Sox manager will slowly make his way toward the mound.
Healy.
And he'll motion for the bullpen. That's going to be all for Lance
Your
Lynn.
attention, please.
He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 7 homers and 22 RBI. And he's back standing. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Sneaks a fastball by him at the letters. It's 1-1.
I got to count 1 and 2
strikes now.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation. So making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
That's to the plate.
Dan Robinson will dig in again, and as he does, we'll flash it back to inning number 2 as you get a look at his 2-run homer that was a big blow early on. So a rather weak start to the at-bat as he misses badly there. It's 0-1. Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2.
Love that pitch. As long as you actually get it inside, like he did right there, the cutter inside is a very effective pitch.
And it's fouled away. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen. Now batting, Royce Lewis. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
Obviously not where he wanted that curveball to end up, but I guess it fooled him enough to get the swing and miss.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Pride is a fairly prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a lot of strikeouts, and that clearly helps him through the tough spots like the one he finds himself in here.
Matty D, let me tell you something. What makes this guy so special? He's like his own relief pitcher for a relief pitcher. He gets into trouble. What does he do? He kind of puts it in 5th gear, and he just takes it up another notch. Not a lot of guys can do what this guy does. He can pitch a couple of different gears, and when he puts that thing in full drive, he's nearly impossible to make contact off of.
I got to count 2-2.
Easy to lay off that time. 2-2.
When a pitcher's close to working through a quick inning, that's when you really need to grind out some at-bats. He's done a good job of that, and that's really big when you're hitting towards the bottom of the order.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of getting in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do. You still need to make a quality pitch.
Benintendi in pursuit. Great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. And the run will score from second as they double him up now. It's 4-2.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a rhythm now.
Hero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases. getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Swing and a miss, and I don't think he was expecting a pitch inside. It's 1-1. Tough to get through any worse than that. He's in a hole now, 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
Fouled away. We'll try again, 1-2. And another foul ball. Another 1-2, and this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention
will stay in the ball game as a pick over at first base. Paul Hamels now playing first to do the pitching in the bottom of the 16th.
Colby
lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And he popped him up. Lewis in foul ground. And no one will track it down.
Nope.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Looped out towards first. Oh, he misses it.
Now battle.
Ready now. Jonathan Lucroy. Previously against Paul Hamels. Just 2 for 9.
Nope, that's down.
Fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And he fouls this one off. Hamels, a 6'4" lefty, is in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this, you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
That's outside.
A ball and no strikes. Ball and a strike. The 1-1. He is hammering the yard down the right field line. Over the wall, so forget about sending the runner. It'll be second and third with only 1 away.
The third baseman.
Into the box now, Miguel Forget. Here's a fastball.
0-1 for count.
This is a situation where you have to step out of the box and tell yourself, my job is to get the runner in from third. It'd be nice to gap one and get them both in, but you want to take a little pressure off you offensively and just focus on being productive.
Takes this the other way to right, and this ball's going to get down, and it should play the cover.
Always nice to get some run production from the bottom of your order, right? Now that double brings in 2 runs from the top of the order. It's coming up here. This could really be a big inning.
Your attention, please. Will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far.
Danny.
And we'll go off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 2 balls and no strikes for the White Sox left fielder.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
Count is
2-1 count to the Pale Host leadoff hitter. The 2-1 home takes a pitch for strike number 2.
I know to the fans that probably looked like something good to hit, but unless you're sitting a breaking ball right there, I don't care if it's middle of the plate. That's a tough pitch to pull the trigger.
You close him on the fastball there. Andrew Benintendi becomes out number 2 this inning.
It's never a good look to strike out.
And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. Long throw to the plate. And he's going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
put him away. Here's the 0-2. Sliced hard on the ground. Diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, number 7.
That's his second knock at the game, and you can add this to his ever-growing list of multi-hit performances this season.
Does this guy ever look bad at the dish? I mean, really doesn't. Fighting for a batting ground, throwing out multi-knock games daily. It's going to be a fight to the finish.
2 balls, no
2-0 now. Ready with the 2-0. 2-1 now.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
The set and the 2-2. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Again, he sends it out of play. 3 runs already home here. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first, and an important pitch there as they get out of the inning before things explode. Joe Kelly is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 17.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Darren Obradante. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Oh, he chased a bad pitch that time. It's strike 1. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center. And this is going to find the alley as he might have himself his second double of the ballgame. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
Now batter.
Man, that's got the sting for the pitcher and his teammates. They just get on the board and are feeling good about themselves, looking for a shutdown inning so they can get some more runs on the board. But instead, this guy blasts a leadoff double. Getting that shutdown inning is going to be a lot tougher now. His approach to the plate right here has to be to the right side. If he gets it through the infield, that tying run might come around, but at the very least, that would get the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
Chased a bad one there, 1-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
Looking for the K. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Lucroy gathers, but it's not in time. He'll reach first despite going down on strike.
The center fielder, number 25.
Striding in, Byron Buxton. He's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Robert looking up. It's out of here. So a 3-run shot to left center. Home run number 9 on the year. And they take a 7-5 lead.
Well, with no outs, you can afford to give up a single, but you can't afford to give up a 3-run homer. He just caught too much of the plate. Now he's back to the drawing board. No outs, and the inning is already an ugly one.
Keenan Middleton comes on now, and he'll take over with nobody out in inning number 7.
Number 0.
Stepping in now, Sean Murphy. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2. The 1-2. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw is there to record the first out.
The right fielder.
Now at the plate, Shorty. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit out towards second.
Base hit all the way up the middle. A nice job there by the second baseman to get to it to make that jump throw at first base.
Yeah, one of the toughest plays in our game. A lot of great second basemen in our sport make this look easy, but I'll tell you what, it's not. To throw the ball to first base while your entire body and momentum is headed towards left field is one of the most difficult things to do in our sport.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Another 1-2 delivery. Misses, ball 2. Move again from first. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and both runners are going to be safe. Following the error, it's now runners at first and second. And digging in is the switch-hitting catcher, Dan Robinson. First pitch of the at-bat. He turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing.
Fastball blew it right by him. There's 2 down. Now at the plate, Royce Lewis. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. The ground back up the box. Able to get through into center field. A base hit. And now he has some trouble with it in center. And the runner is in from second. And the run will score all the way from first. That makes it a 9-5 ball game.
Wow, your outfield is the last line of defense, and when they let you down, it's really costly. 2 runs come around to score, and even though they happen, there's really no excuse for that kind of mistake at this level.
Standing in now, Ryan Jeffries, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And that one got a piece of him.
These guys are pros and they're tough, but I know that one hurt. They'll never show it, though. Too much pride at stake.
James Harness will get the ball here as he looks to get the final out in the top of the 7th. Fouled off. From the belt, the pitch. Ball 1.
And think about it. In game 1 of this series, they've already had to go deep into their bullpen. This could affect them for the rest of the weekend if they don't get really good starting pitching.
They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. The 1-2. Ripped on the ground to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the 3rd out of the inning. Not before 5 across the plate. Bigelow being his 3-run home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Twins 9 and the White Sox 5. Number 37 takes the mound as he's been called upon to pitch.
Number 37.
Leading off the inning, Andrew Vaughn, and they'll need him to get something going here. Hit on the ground out to short.
Andrew Vaughn.
Just in time, and that was awfully close.
The right fielder, number 5.
Stepping up to the plate, Nick Williams. He's got a hitting 3 at-bats to this point. Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
0-1 the count.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches in that location unless they're looking for it.
This is on the ground over
He's
first.
out.
And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the catcher,
Digging in,
Jonathan.
it was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's
Count
a knuckle
1-0.
curve that backs him up a bit. Ball 1. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And that
He's
will
out.
conclude matters here in the 7th. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. They could use a good cup of ambition. It's 9-5. Ready once again, number 21.
Leading off
0
for the
for
Twins,
4 with a strikeout
the
thus
left
far.
fielder, number 21.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And it's fouled away. The 0-1 delivery. Fouled away. A pause, and the 0-2 is taken
1 ball,
for ball 1.
2 strikes.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box.
2 balls,
No
2
doubt about
strikes.
it.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. And the
3 balls,
fastball
2
misses
strikes.
high and away there. It's full, 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
The next 3-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Here's Byron Buxton. Went deep earlier, and he's 2 for 4 to this point.
Hey, Matty, an interesting sequence in that last at-bat when he hit a home run. First pitch breaking ball when he hit that towering long drive home run. We'll see if they attack him more with fastballs in this at-bat.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
Outside for a
Outside.
ball, 1-1. On, he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
He went deep earlier, so that might have been a little bit of a message they were trying to send to get him off the plate. At the very least, they're clear.
This one is crushed. Back, and gone. A solo home run for Byron Buxton. His 2nd home run of the game, as this is now a 5-run cushion. Well, we've now seen 4 homers combined between these 2 clubs today. What are your thoughts, guys?
Matty V, this is just one of those days where the ball seems to be flying, Dero.
Your
The hitters
attention,
on
please.
point, the pitchers aren't making
Now
very good
pitching
pitches.
for
Yeah,
the
that's
White
what I was
Sox.
going to say. It's all about executing pitches, and they're not doing it.
Glory.
They're leaving a lot of balls over.
John Davis.
Both offenses are taking advantage.
Corey Knebel gets the call as he'll pitch with 1 gone in the top of the 8th. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. With this one almost in books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Inside and low,
1
2
strike.
and 1. Two, 1. Here it is. 3-1.
That's inside.
Well, this has been A good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
In there, and it's full 3-2.
3-2.
And he fouls this one off. 3-2 one more time. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
The right fielder,
Stepping into the box, Shorty. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now. Stays alive, still 0-2.
Ball one.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
As long as you actually get it inside, that two-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Swing, and he pops him up. Marcus in foul ground, but this will land untouched. Here he comes again, 1-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen. So the Twins. New pitcher to tell you about, and it's a guy drafted number 6 overall out of North Carolina in 2006. The 6'6" lefty Andrew Miller. 0-1 the count. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up at off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Fouled off. Another 1-2. And slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Beautiful backdoor slider for the punch-out right there, guys. When it's tight like this one was, it looks like a fastball off the plate, then darts back at the corner at the last second, locked them up completely with that one.
No balls and 1 strike. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder giving chase. He makes the running play. 2 down. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Andrew Benintendi. Drew away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen if they're going to get back into this thing.
No balls and a strike to count. I'm set with the 0-1.
Ball.
Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. No contact there, and it's 1-2.
I got to count 1-2.
And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. And now for the second batter in a row, this is in the air out to left field. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. They've got some work to do. It's 10-5.
Ladies
Kyle
and gentlemen,
Crick enters from the pen to start the ninth inning. They'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the ninth.
Kyle Crick.
First pitch of the at-bat. And they kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. High in the air out to center field. Robert waits on it. He's got it one away. Up next for Minnesota, Dan Robinson is 1 for 4 for the game. From the stretch. Rounded down the third baseline.
That ball's foul.
Foul ball here, 0-1. Little chopper back to the mound. Throwing time at first for route number 2.
Now batting.
At the plate, Royce Lewis coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And I'm not sure you can get fooled worse than that. It's 0-1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A 1 pitch on its way. We had a count 0-2. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 out, nobody on. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead. Johan Duran takes the mound here. Not a
Number 59, Johan Duran.
First pitch on its way. Runs up and gets this one down. Lewis takes it in. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Up next is Chicago.
Into the box now. Robert on the night. He's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Under it is the left fielder. 2 gone.
Now back. Second
Brandon Drury will bat next. He needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Buxton is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
This one ends with a 10-5 score. The Minnesota Twins jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Daniel Kalum gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Twins, 10 runs, 13 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 17 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
TGIF. The South Side 10-5. Bobby Witt had a big day offensively, collecting 3 hits and driving in 3 as the Royals got the victory over the Indians 3-2. He's in the top 5 in the American League in hits. Luis Castillo earned the victory, which was his 10th on the year, as the Mariners got past the Tigers 6-3. The New York Yankees held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the Red Sox on the road 2-1. Chris Davinsky won his 5th game out of the bullpen as the Angels took care of the Orioles 2-1. Sam Ball won his 4th game thus far, leading the A's to the win over Texas 2-1. The Colorado Rockies combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the Nationals in Washington 4-2. Did the long 4-game sweep as they got the best of the visiting Redbirds 3-2.